Hello and welcome everyone to this full moon in Cancer reading for this Christmas day, which as per I'm reading comes at 11:11 a.m. Is that correct? I know I saw 11:11. Now I'm wondering was it a.m. or p.m. But oh wow, great numbers. So yes, definitely that higher power welcoming, and of course, for those of us who follow baby Jesus, the birth of baby Jesus, all miracles. So let us see what we have coming for us. And Cancer is a water sign. Uh, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are the water signs. And that's all about that feminine receptive and full moon receptive of the goddess, feminine energies, definitely the feminine principles. So it's just so wonderful. And Cancer is ruled by the moon, ruled by Luna. So it's like goddess Luna is here with us. The high priestess is here with us. We just had the high priestess come through twice in the readings that we were just doing. So it's like, that water, intuition, emotion. We want to embrace that for this full moon. So please, today I'm dropping it on Christmas Eve, the 24th. So please make sure that today, this evening, look up and, give a blessing, give a hug, share your shine. Tomorrow, most definitely, if you can get out there, and then for sure, for certain, write on that paper, write wherever you want, and release what no longer deserves, or you know your time anymore, your emotional time, your mental thoughts. It's a wash. Just say hasta la vista and just embrace what this new year 2016 is coming, because prosperity is still coming from what these cards are reading. So it's just, miracle. And the last full moon for Gemini, Mother Mary came out twice. I can't say I'll never forget it, because it left me like dumbfounded, like what. So I'm still working with this Ghost of Spirits tarot here, because I kind of like what, trying to tap spirit. Okay, that's going to be another theme that we're going to work with for 2016, as we work with our inner knowing and knowledge. And then I've brought out The Sacred Circle by Anna Franklin, because we just read from the Fairy Ring, her other oracle book, and that came out pretty cool. And the Spirit of the Wheel deck here, the Spirit of the Wheel deck, I also brought out, because for this card deck actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 moons that they talk about. Okay. Corner planting moon, frogs return moon, freeze up moon, budding trees moon, earth renewal moon, grandmother moon, big winds moon, the blue moon. I think I pulled this card out for because I remember the wolves and the eagle. I did a blue moon reading, and I worked with this card specifically. But long snows, ducks fly moon, harvest moon. So anyway, let's hope that we can pick out, one card to reflect the moon energy that they'd like us to work with as well. So, and I'm keeping the goddesses here. Here's the triple goddess energy, all about the moon. The triple goddess, the original trinity, symbolizes the three faces of the great goddess and is the earliest representation of her division into the multiplicity. The goddess with three faces is a universal motif found worldwide. The triple goddess is intimately associated with the changing phases of the moon. Just as the moon transforms from one phase to another, the great goddess moves among her many roles. And it continues. But anyway, so we're working with the great goddess here today as well for this full moon, for this lunar love full moon. So let's just get comfortable and throw your thoughts out here. Let's see. I also brought out my runes for this full moon. We're going to pick one rune at the end because, excuse me, we want to know, especially closing down this 2015, bringing in this new 2016, which most, I think many of us are, most of you are considering, like, what is really true to me, and you're really going to go for it. I think it's wonderful. I think it's, what we all should do. And right now we're in the Capricorn sun, and that's a good time to, you know, think about worldliness and, outer recognition and thinking, just thinking, all of us. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in here. Okay, this card wanted to come through as well. And the Sacred Tarot. And I put this out, this little bowl with some crystals, and I've, already kind of blessed my water. I boil my own water, but make sure you put it out for your charging of your crystals, any crystals you may have. Put them out here for the full moon, okay? And I too like to put just a little pinch of sea salt, okay? Just a little pinch. And I work with the Himalayan for that. Just a little. You can work with anything you like. Okay, my dears. Well, I did want to, because it is a year-end kind of closing, final full moon for 2015. I'd like to open up with this little prayer reading, like a ritual to do full moon reading today in Cancer. Closing down 2015. We welcome energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder. With each season, let us rejoice. Through every phase of the sun and moon, let us be in harmony. In every direction shall we offer our love. Let the reading begin. Okay, so shutting down 2015, opening the door, the brand new door to the light of what's going to bring us, divine connections of what's best for us, because we're working together, and may the Lord be between us and harm. And that's why we work with the Great Spirit, and we, say our prayers. We welcome the light, the white light, bright light. But always know that, whatever chance you work with to ban the bane, it's always asking the Lord be between us and harm. Okay? All right, so let us make sure that you have no harm in 2016, and that your challenges are great and lead you to courageous, creative activities that bring you prosperity and abundance. And we have the Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords. So the mental frame has got us all sort of like on that, which way do I go? Do I show animosity or do I show peace? Okay? because the 2 is about balance also. But you know, it's like you see that those swords, and you know you just want to cut a mofo up, right? When people annoy you and they've been annoying you. But that's a good time then to release those personalities, those people, and sad to add, even if they're, you know, very close to you, you know, blood relatives or husband wife kind of scenario. Just sometimes when we're trying to improve ourselves or try to move in directions of who we truly are, the people that even we did have love for, that we fell in love with, even for romantic relationships, especially if you have children together, you know, sometimes it just is it's time to move on. So, and you're never too young to start anything new. And that's nice to see that. See how the Justice card has come through? Beautiful major arcana. And I believe that she is, yes, she's also the cover. Okay. So she holds some authority here. The Justice, that's the balance. We were just talking about the balance here with, I'll put her up since she's come through. That, you know, one of our ancestors here. And you know, I love Kuan Yin there. Kuan Yin, yes. Let's say it's where she's coming through there. But it is, we can balance our thoughts. You know, no matter how pissed off we can be, we can balance that. You know, bring harmony, bring peace. You know, be sympathetic. You know, maybe this is a good year to shut it down, especially if sometimes, you know, some of these families, you know, you've been warring or not in discord for months or maybe even years or whatever. Let's just put a little, you know, fairness and everything, tact, and just say, hey, listen, you know, it takes 2 to tango, and you know, let's just say we don't want to dance anymore, but let's just let it go, okay? Be gone and be done, because there can be artistry here. Once you have justice, you can move on. You know, that's the whole thing about justice. You can move on body, mind, and soul and spirit, because you already know, all right, I get it. I do get it. You know, it's a balanced, we've balanced and we're moving on. Okay? So that's a good way to look at 2016 is going to be a balancing time. We're going to work within ourselves, and if people don't get it, then just release them. You know, exit smoothly, right? Effortless movement. That's our new phrase. Effortless movement. Trust, spirit path of the South. Personal space, openness, and faith. 36. Double-headed eagle. I'm just dropping my drawers right here. Maybe I should say my jaw better. Dropping the jaw, we open up with a double-headed eagle, with trust and faith. 36 is a 9. 3 plus 6 is a 9. Wonderful. They're definitely working with us. And trust, I just put something on my Facebook to, you know, trust the truth. Trust truth. I just hashtag trust truth just a half an hour ago. So I got to pay attention to this card. Yes, wonderful. Well, that's for all of us. We'll definitely want to read. We'll pick up all the cards and then we'll come back. But to have faith, to have faith, you know, in your traditions, no matter how you were raised, Hindu, Native American, whatever faith that you have to have good heart, okay? It's not because one religion says we kill everybody. Look at this. Mother Earth has come through herself. Mother Earth is with us. Beautiful. Look at that. Mother Earth, the Mother Earth card herself, number 2, the High Priestess number, creative feminine force, nurturing birth. Beauty that. See, she's embracing us. She's embracing the goddess. Embrace all of us. It doesn't matter what gender, male, female, whatever person you are. When we back up, when we do things with love, when we meet challenges with calmness, and when we practice love and compassion, especially with ourselves, right? Especially if ourselves, especially if we're not even battling with another, we're just all, which way do I go? The angel's on one shoulder, the devil's on the other. What am I doing? Maybe it's your own internal crazy going on. And we've all been there, right? But look at this. For this full moon, number 11, that at 11:11, the moon is going into Cancer. Fabulous. So again, more presence of keep the balance, okay? And there's need for decisiveness. But, again, and let's say, because the Libra justice is about the Libra here, uh, is also about partnerships. So if this is either A, you're beating yourself up, or you're in partnership with someone, whether it's business or romantic, and you're not, seeing eye to eye. It's time to make it. It's perfect time. Say, look, I want to begin the next year on a new path. Just be honest, people. They're talking about, bringing out the trust, and we'll have to read this one. But look at this, and Mother Earth got to read about that. Beautiful. And we have this Spirit of the Wheel bonus that came, the Great Star Nation, Mystery Void, Good Fortune and Grace. The polar bear has arrived. The power of the bear. Look at this with the Star Nation. The cosmic realm is with us. Fascinating and beautiful. Look at that. The unknown zone. Mystery void. It's here. With good fortune. Look at that number 15, which can be emphasized with the devil card, Diablo there. But this way, you see how the cosmic world works? They're with us, giving us good fortune and grace. So, and when you take 1 and 5, that's 6. That's that harmonizing number for the lovers, Major Arcana. This is a great card. We'll have to read it for this full moon, closing down the year. This is how we like to do it. The Knight of Swords with change. Awesome. So here you go. It's already decided for you. See, whatever you're thinking about for the close of 2015, or you want to happen, you want to see, you're putting the vision out here, right? Ending what no longer, serves you to the highest realm, and putting out the good thoughts, because change is here. Okay, change is here, and justice is also seeking the change. Okay, change is here with the Knight, young blood, so you got the energy to do it. Oh my goodness, and another 6 of Cups is here. Look at that, 6 of Cups. This has to be like the 6th time the 6 of Cups has come out in a couple of months. So no doubt, there's a return from the past. Something from the past is coming, and it could be your present time here in your present body and mind and soul, or it could be past lives. You both cross each other in this time. Okay? So, but something from the past is definitely coming here. But we want some change, no doubt. Yes, we do. We need change. And it's justified change, okay? Justified change. So the cosmic realm is working with it. No doubt. So don't beat yourself up. Just start working with your intuition and feeling what you got, feel on your gut, you know, just work on your chakras, okay? That's one big thing. If you can take half an hour just to even memorize your chakras and just to know how your body is in alignment with your spine, it'll open up new doors of wisdom for you. And let's trust what Spirit has to say. And actually, I'd like to pick the Goddess card right now because I'm so excited. It feels so good, that here we have this full moon, this most emotional water sign. That's because we're all about that, even though the feminine receptive is about flowing, receptive flowing, but still it's all so emotional. And some people, even with full moons, get so jacked up and emotional. So we really want to pay attention to that. Okay, let me turn my face because I already can see the images and I don't. Okay, one card for this full moon in Cancer. And we have Hera, an ancient goddess who appeared as wife to Zeus in Greek mythology, was a powerful matrilineal queen in her own right. Oh boy, so she's right here. Looks like she's got a full moon with her. Let's read Hera right now because I kind of was attracted to pick her up. Hera is an ancient goddess who, before she appeared as wife to Zeus in Greek mythology, was a powerful matrilineal queen in her own right. Hera is the original all-powerful, multifunctional goddess responsible for every aspect of existence, a symbol of the complete woman. Among the Greeks, Hera was the goddess of marriage, a special goddess of women who accompanies each woman through every moment of her life. So isn't this so reflectively beautiful that Hera here is the goddess of the home, the hearth, children, the mothering. And here we have Cancer that is the same vibrations. Beautiful. Her various titles point to her roles as bringer of fertility, goddess of marriage, protector of children, of woman during childbirth, and of money, and presider over all as aspects of public life. She was often represented with a peacock symbolic of beauty, luxury, and immortality. The spots on its feathers reflect the starry firmament, and the peacock has knowledge of the weather, reflecting the ancient role of the goddess as bringer of the seasons. And here we have this full moon in Cancer. We're just coming into this winter solstice here in the northern hemisphere. So we've just had our solstices, and now, I just find it all wonderful that Hera's come here. Hera is the bringer of the seasons. Hera is a mature, powerful goddess combining both practicality and nurturing a strong image of the supremacy of the queen within. Rock star, my goddess, hold on, let's say hello. So again, if you can, for those of you who like doing your rituals with the goddess, whether it's pagan Wicca or you just Greek yourself or whatever, you just enjoy lighting a candle for energy work, call on Hera. This is the fabulous time when we're gathering, gathering with the family, even if it's via telephone, invoke Hera, ask her to help your children, or vice versa, whatever. Wonderful. Have trust. And trust is beautiful. Trust is beautiful here. So trust Hera is with us and gonna help align wonderful gatherings for yourself. She's all about it. Trust, Spirit Path of the South, number 36. Keywords: personal space, openness, faith, and the prophecy. Each of us has an area around us we consider our personal space. Once violated, our capacity to trust and love becomes compromised. We pull back from others, widening the parameter of space we use to protect ourselves. If we have had the sad misfortune of being repeatedly abused or violated, then the process of learning to trust again can be a long and painful one. Unfortunately, as long as we have on that armor on, then we can never fully love. Receiving and giving love is part of our very essence and is needed for our survival and growth. To live without love or trust leads to a cold and lonely existence. We all need someone we can trust and share our heart with. Begin to develop a relationship of trust with yourself and with Great Spirit. Okay? With Great Spirit. Now is the time to surrender and release your doubts and anxieties to a higher purpose. If we can have faith and trust in Creator's greatest plan, then we can begin the process of healing our wounds and gently over time expose our true self to others, right? And if we work with Great Spirit, that divine authority, that effortless movement will just flow us, and with the goddess, that flowing receptive, this is how we heal. That's why I feel if we embrace the goddess will be here to heal us, help heal us. Okay, look at the areas of life where you are holding yourself back due to mistrust. Take the first step by learning to love and accept yourself for who you really are. Okay, and the prayer, help me, Creator, to surrender to the light of your love. Once I learn to love and value myself, I will be willing to accept into my life only that which is for my highest good. There you go. Flying high with the eagles. Birds, these birds of prey right here, the highest in the sky. No doubt. Personal space, openness, we got to have faith. We got to have the trust in the spirit path of the South for your highest good. Well, I'd have to say that's pretty powerful. For those of you who carry eagle totem animal wisdom, trust in what's going on for you, because here we even have the mystery void. Mother Earth herself is here. Oh my goodness. So we have, Great Spirit asking us to the trust. And now we have Mother Earth, the second card designed for the deck, High Priestess number in Tarot. It's just beautiful, just beautiful. And now we have Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Keywords: creative, feminine source, nurturing, birth, prophecy. The Mother Earth card asks that you open yourself to feel the complete truth of your life. Okay, so we were just saying trust, truth, right? We were just putting that on our Facebook today. Trust, truth. So we want to trust in the nurturing. We want to trust in creative feminine force. We want to place trust in Mother Earth, the goddess. Okay? The healing goddess. So the Mother Earth card asks you to open yourself to feel the complete truth of your life. You must be willing to experience the painful as well as the joyful moments to fully emerge. Reaching the magical point of renewal allows the heart to expand toward the light. Through the expression of our emotions, we are able to tap into our true feminine nature and appreciate our connection to all living things. We learn to properly nurture ourselves and become the caretakers that we are naturally meant to be. Open up and allow your heart room to grow. When we allow ourselves to give birth to our emotions, we learn to truly honor the creative feminine source within us. And the prayer, I call upon the energies of Mother Earth to help me to accept and express my true feminine nature. I honor all beings with the gift of motherly compassion that is innate within me. Innate within me. And there you go. Wonderful. And here we have Father, Son, direction, illumination, active growth is the next card. Well, I still want to pick a rune here, but look at this. We have to trust in this Great Spirit. Mother Earth is with us. And the Great Star Nation. Well, let's see what rune we pick, because the runes is all about, this is a double stack of runes in case anybody's wondering, but the runes is all about tapping the cosmic realm. That's exactly what the runes are about. Just like how the Maya did everything, tap in the cosmic realm. The runes are all about the same kind of deal here. So we want to talk to Great Star Nation, no doubt. Okay, well, this is called Rado, but I've picked it up reversed, okay? This is known as Rado, is the rune's name, but I picked it up reversed. So we're going to have to read it reversed too. But let's read the Great Star Nation um, just to see what this has to say, because I know this has to be a player right here. Yes. Oh, it's just, we can tell that this wonderful Cancer full moon, and the trump card for the Cancer people are is the Chariot. Okay, for the Cancer crab people is the Chariot. So we've got, you know, again, that's you sensitive and psychic. Let's talk about the intuition and the psychic. Okay, the water signs. So Cancer, but because it's full moon in Cancer, we can all embrace our dreaming, try to go to bed and have a little book journal by you with a pen there. Wake up the next day and see what your thoughts were, if you can recall, stuff like that. But you want that again, like for the Chariot, equilibrium. Okay, equilibrium. Imagine you're trying to, with determination, ride and steer that chariot, and you've got two polar bears right in front of you. Okay. And the Great Star Nation keywords are mystery, void, good fortune, and grace. And we just had the good fortune card come through. It just keeps coming through. And the prophecy, enter the unknown, the mystery void. This place of nothing holds all that is and all that ever will be. With what a humbling experience it is to feel the glory of a higher power, to become for a moment like the swan floating motionless upon the waters of time. Okay. The Great Star Nation card represents this state of grace. You have looked beyond yourself to greater service, and now the Star Nation rewards you. Experience the timelessness of the universe. Good fortune is cast within the stars for you. A wish you have long been hoping for will soon become reality. Accept this gift with open arms, for you have worked hard for it. There you see, my dears. So have faith. Have that faith, because trust in the truth, because they see you working it, becoming who you're supposed to be with the divine, and it'll so open your arms. You've worked hard for it. You have much to look forward to, so enjoy this quiet time to ponder the mysteries of the universe, stargaze, and heal your spirit through the recognition that we are all one in the eyes of the great creator. And the prayer, I think the great I thank the Great Star Nation for the gift of good fortune that is with me now. I'm aware that it is only by being humble that I am able to experience the inner peace and serenity that comes from touching the sacred space. There you go, the sacred space. The unknown zone is what I call it, but I like sacred space too. Mystery void. So here we have it. So we have the cosmic realm working us. We've got, Goddess Hera making sure that the Cancer home is all in check for all of us. Doesn't matter, what's your sign. We're just embracing this Cancer moon. So, all right. So let me see what's going on with this the Book of Runes here. Now this is Rado. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me just. There we go. It's Journey. Well, it's called Journey, but excuse me, the rune's name is Rado. See, Rado, but I pulled it reversed. So let's see what it has to say reverse, because I'm not certain what it reads reverse. I know it's about journey, communication, union, and reunion. Wow, there you go. That union and reunion. Huh, that nostalgia card. Here we go. Might have to see what Anna Franklin has to say about this one, but yeah. Okay. So, but we pulled it reversed. So let's see what it has to say here. Okay. I'll hold this card up because it has to deal with some nostalgia for us. But I did pull it reversed, okay? See, I pulled it like that. Reversed. Receiving radar reverse puts you on notice to be particularly attentive to personal relationships. At this time, ruptures are more likely than reconciliations, and effort may be required to keep your good humor. Whatever happens, how you respond is up to you. Okay, so here we do have that, it's how you work it, people. So keep the peace, okay? Because it's already came out of the, gate. First card, Two of Swords, like there's some mental anxiety, and now we're seeing it right to, come in here, and it could be people from your family, maybe there's change brewing, okay? Change came through, but it has another sword, mental thoughts. So keep the justice, people. Keep the justice. We don't want anything getting too unnecessarily out of hand. Okay. So sometimes things happen so unnecessarily out of heated temper. Not necessary. Okay. The requirements for your growth may totally disrupt what you had intended. Desired outcomes may elude you, and yet what you regard as detours, inconveniences, disruptions, blockages, and even failures and deaths will actually be rerouting opportunities with union and reunion as the only abiding destinations. Okay. With union and reunion, well, there we go. We see the reunion card here. And let's just see, because it's come through. Let's see what Anna Franklin says. I mean, she's written this whole book just about her card deck. So obviously, and this Six of Cups has continuously come through over and over again. So I'm definitely curious what its basic meaning is trying to say here, because it's not going away anytime soon. It continues to surface. Okay, and the Six of Cups, again, and with this cups, it's our water sign, so that's why we want to pay attention for this Cancer water baby sign here. And the divinatory meaning, you are trying to escape into the past, which you are remembering as happy and beautiful. You can recall past events and enjoy the memory, but you must recognize that these things have irrevocably vanished and cannot be recaptured in reality. Instead of wallowing in nostalgia, use the knowledge you have gained from the past to realize your ambitions in the present. Depending on the surrounding cards, the Six of Cups can mean that an old friend or lover comes back into your life, and though you cannot regain what you had before, you can begin a totally new and different kind of relationship. Spiritually, this card is telling you that you will gain insight by exploring the ancient traditions of your own people rather than trying to adopt those of foreign cultures. Okay, so spiritually, start reading about the ancient people you come from, like the goddesses and things like that, what your land is. Ancestry.com can give you, I'm curious, actually. I told myself I'd like to do that for 2016, kind of give myself, besides, where my grandmother and great grandfather came from. I mean, I'd like to know. Uh, you can even send out Ancestry.com, I think, has this new DNA thing. You can send some blood and they'll give you a DNA about yourself. So I'm not sure if I want to go that route. But all right, my darling. So please, it came out. There's no reason to be raising any kind of mental swords. Justice, Major Arcana is here. Kuan Yin, Sending blessings, okay? Remember, effortless movement. Don't even open your mouth, okay? Just nod your head and say Merry Christmas, okay? But yes, we just have to trust and have faith. Mother Earth wants us to connect with her very much in the coming year, okay? Very, very much. And for this moon power that we have, please embrace Goddess Hera. Make your house feel good. And look at that. Light a light. Light a candle for the light of the Star Nation. Power of the bear is behind you for whatever you want. And we will be talking about in the spirits realm because we got to be open to that for 2016, no doubt about it. And we have Mother Mary and Saint Nick here, Santa Claus. And for those of you who follow baby Jesus, the, the King of Kings is here now. And things are going to be moving swiftly in a way that people are, I think, going to embrace spirituality, the intuition, much more than just everything being a scientific approach. I really feel they're going to rely on the divine, and it's going to be a wonderful embracement. Wonderful. Well, wishing you all a fabulous Christmas Eve here and day and weekend and next few days for closeout 2015. Stay safe, okay? Stand strong. Believe in you. You know what to do. We all have a code about us. We know what we need to do. But sometimes it's a challenge. But meet those challenges with calmness, okay? Like Kuan Yin here. Okay, I'm calling her Kuan Yin because I love Kuan Yin. And we'll have to do a nice I Chi reading for the Chinese New Year, Year of the Monkey. Google that, people, for those of you who are into all that. Okay? Okay, Cardinal Cancer sign, water sign. Thank you for bringing us to the close. I think we're going to realize to just keep our mental thoughts to ourselves and no debates and no fighting. Okay? No more wars. 2016. Love and peace, like Venus talks about. Thank you all. Thank you for my new subscribers, my new viewers. Thank you kindly. Uh, I'm looking forward to 2016 with all of you. Take care. Ciao.